The disappearance of Caylee Anthony. AC1. The disappearance, Caylee's last days. June 16, 2008. Caylee Anthony, a bright and playful 2-year-old, was last seen alive. According to her mother, Casey Anthony, she had left home with Caylee that morning. But in the days that followed, Casey's behavior took a strange turn. Instead of reporting her daughter missing, Casey spent time partying with friends, going shopping, and even getting a tattoo that read Bella Vita, Italian for beautiful life. She acted as if nothing had happened. Her parents, George and Cindy Anthony, became increasingly worried. They hadn't seen their granddaughter in weeks. Whenever they asked Casey about Caylee, she gave vague answers, claiming she was with a nanny named Zenaida Gonzalez. Then on July 15, 2008, 31 days after Caylee was last seen, Cindy Anthony called 911. The 911 call: "My granddaughter has been missing for a month. I found my daughter's car today, and it smells like there's been a dead body in the damn car." Police arrived at the Anthony home and questioned Casey. At first, she stuck to her story. Caylee was with Zenaida Gonzalez. But when investigators looked into this, they found no record of such a person. The nanny didn't exist. This was just the first of many lies Casey would tell. The investigation's suspicious evidence. Police soon found Casey's abandoned car at a tow yard. Inside, they made a chilling discovery: a strong odor of decomposition. When forensic experts tested the trunk, they found traces of chloroform and human decomposition. Casey, however, seemed unfazed. Even when her parents pleaded for answers, she remained calm. She claimed Caylee had been kidnapped, but her stories kept changing. Investigators also found disturbing internet searches on the Anthony family's computer. Someone had looked up how to make chloroform, neck breaking, how to suffocate someone. Then the most shocking piece of evidence: scientists detected human remains in Casey's car trunk. It was becoming harder to believe that Caylee was simply missing. ACT3, the remains are found. A grim discovery on December 11, 2008, 6 months after Caylee's disappearance. A utility worker in Orlando made a horrifying discovery. While relieving himself near a wooded area less than a mile from the Anthony home, he noticed a small bag. When he looked closer, he saw something shocking. A tiny skull. A child's remains, wrapped in a Winnie the Pooh blanket, stuffed inside a garbage bag. The remains were so decomposed that the medical examiner couldn't determine an exact cause of death. But one thing stood out. Duct tape was found on Caylee's skull, covering her mouth. The discovery confirmed what many had feared. Caylee Anthony was dead. Now the focus shifted. Who was responsible? 8-4. The trial of Casey Anthony. Prosecution versus defense. In 2011, Casey Anthony was charged with first-degree murder. Prosecutors argued that she had used chloroform to knock Caylee unconscious, then suffocated her with duct tape before disposing of the body. The motive? They believed Casey wanted to escape the responsibilities of motherhood so she could live a carefree, party-filled life. But Casey's defense team had a different story. Her lawyer, Jose Baez, claimed Caylee had accidentally drowned in the family pool, and that George Anthony, Casey's father, helped cover it up. George Anthony denied this. He was devastated by his granddaughter's death and insisted he had nothing to do with it. The trial became one of the most watched in history. The prosecution presented forensic evidence, including the smell of decomposition in Casey's car and the suspicious internet searches. But the defense attacked the reliability of forensic science. The verdict. After weeks of testimony, the jury reached a decision. When the judge read the verdict, the nation held its breath. "We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty." Gasps filled the courtroom. Protests erupted outside. People across America were outraged. How could a mother, who had lied repeatedly, who had partied while her daughter was missing, walk free? ACT5, Aftermath and Theories. Public outrage and theories. Millions of people believed Casey Anthony had gotten away with murder, but without solid forensic proof, the prosecution couldn't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that she had killed Caylee. To this day, theories about what really happened continue. The murder theory. Many believe Casey intentionally killed Caylee to live a child-free life. The accidental drowning theory. Some think Caylee drowned and Casey panicked, covering it up. The George Anthony theory. Others wonder if George Anthony played a larger role than he admitted. Caylee Anthony. Today, after the trial, Caylee Anthony disappeared from the public eye. She now lives in Florida, avoiding media attention. In rare interviews, she claims she doesn't know what happened to Caylee. But for many, one question remains. What really happened to Caylee Anthony? Subscribe to Dark Secrets. If you found this case as shocking and mysterious as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Dark Secrets for more true crime stories, unsolved mysteries, and chilling investigations. There are countless cases that remain unsolved, dark secrets waiting to be uncovered. Stay tuned.